Hey, purpose pushers and go-getters. It's Coach Tamika, your life purpose, soul aware, self-awareness, soul empowerment coach. Had a little hard time getting that out for some reason. But nonetheless, we are here. Come on in the room. I want to share something with you today. We are going to be talking about five things that are holding you back. And before we get started, I wanted to share something, an excerpt from this book. One of the books that I read often and I really love. Is by Dr. Miles Monroe, and it's called Living with Purpose, right? And so this particular passage here, I'm just going to read just a little bit of it. It's talking about full potential, right? It says, don't fall for the limitations of the world, the lies, the deception of the lower nature. Find your source and get connected. Your source meaning God, for me, or whoever you worship. Then stay connected. So find your source, get connected, then stay connected. God has chosen you to go and bear fruit. Fruit that will last, right? It says, refuse to live below your privileged potential. Reach for fruit that is still within the branches of your life. Drink deep from the vine and let your life feed others. That right there, that last part where it says drink deep from the vine and let your life feed others. That's everything purpose, guys. Purpose, I've said it before, it's not selfish. Your purpose is to serve. Now, in what capacity and what you bring will be different amongst, individuals. But for the most part, it is to serve and to create impact, right? So that brings us into what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about 5 things that are holding you back. So let's talk about it. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. What's holding you back from walking fully in your purpose? Think about that for a second. If you take a minute, clear your mind. Try to clear your mind as much as possible. I know there's life going on and you got work and all this stuff, but take a few seconds to really think. What is truly holding you back from walking fully in your purpose? What's truly holding you back from the things that you desire? Okay. Some of you may be able to think of a few things off the top of your head. Some of you may need a little bit longer to really think about this question. And you may have a hard time really getting to, the root or really being able to pinpoint some of the things that's really holding you back. But today I'm here to help you. I'm going to give you 5 of those things that might not just, come to mind quickly for you. But these are things that I personally had to come to terms with, and I have identified these things that's holding me back. Number one, this is a biggie, whether you do it intentionally or not. Number 1 is comparing yourself to others. Comparing yourself to others. Listen, let's be real. Social media, TV, friends, acquaintances, just celebrities, you think of it. There is a large influence out here to be perfect, to be this, to be that, to be doing this by a certain age. If you haven't done this, then you're a failure. Or if you don't look like this, then you're not enough. Or if you don't have all this stuff, then you're a nobody. It will literally have you feeling like you're behind, and it will literally have you feeling like you're not enough. Let's go ahead and dispel that myth right there. You are enough. No matter what you see out here, no matter what you see going on, what somebody else has, you're not behind. You are right where you need to be for this specific journey, this moment of time in your life. So when you compare yourself to others, you are following somebody else's definition of success and how life should be lived. Okay? Let me repeat that. When you compare yourself to others, you are following somebody else's definition of success on how life should be lived. I just took a second to think about that for a minute. Do you know how much power we're giving other people and things when we compare ourselves and try to do things and see things from their point of view or how we should be living? Comparing your performance or current situation to society's timelines and goals. What do I mean by that? So they tell you in your 20s, you're still learning, blah, 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 blah. In your 30s, you should have it more together. You should have the good job. You should be making this. In your 40s, you should be buying the house. You should be married by now. You should have the white picket fence, 2 kids, 2 dogs, and everything is just perfect, right? That doesn't happen like that. I wish somebody would have told me sooner. And if you believe that, it's doable. But if you believe that, then you are definitely limiting yourself, and you're going to find that you will definitely be holding yourself back. Other people's life look good on the outside, but you have no idea what they did to receive or achieve it. Listen, y'all better stop wanting to be like the Joneses or comparing yourself to the Joneses, because 9 times out of 10, you don't know what the heck the Joneses did to get to where they are. The Joneses could be down there selling dope. The Joneses could be down there scamming. The Joneses could be down there scratching and surviving like Weezy and George. The Joneses could be down there, just really going through it on their knees every night, praying this, that, and the third, and life is really lifing for them, but you don't see that. You don't see that. So that's one thing that you have to be mindful of. Number 2 of the 5 things that are holding you back from living a life of purpose or walking boldly in your purpose. Number 2, you stay stuck in your comfort zone because you are afraid to fail. Just think about that for a second. If you are afraid to fail, and it's natural, I get it, because I've been there too, and there are still some things that, the thought try to creep into my mind about, but failure is not a bad thing. It's in the failure that I've learned about things about myself. It's in the failure that I've seen that I'm more than capable of being able to climb myself out of it and try it again and get it right. It's in the failure when I learn it is in the failure where I learn all of the good things, the need to know things. That is where I get the courage. That is where I get the confidence. It is in the that you learn things about yourself. So you ever heard the term fail your way to the top? Bill Gates, trust and believe me, he has failed his way to the top. A lot of the people that you are out here comparing yourself to have failed their way to the top. Failure are building blocks to success. One of the ways that I found that I was able to help myself was to look at failure differently. Failure doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have what it takes. Failure doesn't mean that you shouldn't be doing it. You have to switch your mind, switch your mindset, switch the cap and look at it different. Failure are building blocks to success, and they help you learn what not to do the next time. Failure will give you lots of insight on how to reset and how to do it better the next time. I just said that, right? Experience is the best teacher. They don't say that just to be saying it. It's a real thing. Okay. Number 3, the 3 out of 5 ways. Oh, 3 out of 5 things that are holding you back from walking this life of purpose. Number 3, you lack the confidence to move forward. You lack the confidence you need to move forward. Let me say it again. You lack the confidence that you need to move forward. Believing in yourself, no matter what happens or no matter what others say, has to be a non-negotiable. I made a post the other day and it said root for your damn self. Yes, we need other people. Well, we think we need other people sometimes to motivate us and to inspire us and to ask questions to let us know we're going in the right direction. But honestly, nobody knows you better than you. Nobody knows you better than you. So although, yeah, you can ask somebody else what they think, but don't let that override what you feel in the inside. Don't let that override your instinct. Don't let somebody's answer be the final answer for your life. Confidence is everything. Confidence is going to get you further. But you know what? Confidence only comes as you're growing. And if you're not doing things moving forward, then guess what? You're not going to grow. Therefore, you're not going to build confidence, right? It's okay to seek advisement about something, but never let it take over your own thoughts and opinions. How many times have, you thought something, you felt a way about something, you bounced it off, you bounced the idea off, or you shared the thought with somebody else and they told you something totally different from what your gut told you, something totally different from what your instinct said, something totally different from even what God told you to do. And then you do it their way, only to come back and say, that ain't right. Learn to work on your own confidence. Learn to work and move on the things that your gut and your instinct tell you. Learn that when God tells you to do something, everybody else is not going to understand what he's told you to do. It's going to look absolutely crazy for from some other people. But don't let that deter you. Don't let that break your confidence down. Okay? Number 4, out of the 5 things that are holding you back, you are asking yourself the wrong questions. You are asking yourself the wrong questions. What do I mean by this? You're asking yourself, what if it doesn't work? What if I can't do this? What if I fail? What are they going to think if I such and such, such and such? You're asking yourself the wrong questions. And instead of spending all your energy on those types of thought, reframe it and ask yourself, well, what is it? What if it does work out? What if it works out better than I even thought it would? You know what I'm saying? You will blow your own mind sometimes. You will blow your own mind sometimes, right? Ask yourself, what if you doing is possible? What if you are good enough to do it? Right? Ask yourself, how can I make this happen? What tools and resources do I need to put in place? What networking do I need to put in place to ensure that this does happen? Right? What is the first step that I need to take to make it happen? Instead of just trying to see the end result and you tumble trying to get there and then you're mad and you beat yourself up because you don't have that end result yet, ask yourself, what is the first step, right? It's not about going from 1 to 10 all the time, but sometimes step 1 will give you what you need to get to step 2. Step 2 is going to give you what you need to get to step 3. And before you know it, you're at the end and you've achieved that goal. Okay? That was number 4. And what's number 5? Number 5 of things that are holding you back is that you just quite frankly don't believe in yourself. You just don't believe in yourself. And belief is everything. Belief is everything. So what are you saying to yourself? What are you telling yourself? What do you believe that you're capable of? What do you believe about yourself, right? Anyways, we just talked about 5 things that are holding you back from living this life of purpose or being bold in this purpose walk. The 5 things were comparing yourself to others, staying stuck in your comfort zone because you are afraid to fail, looking for confidence. No, you lack the confidence to move forward. And 4, you're asking yourself the wrong questions. And 5, your belief about yourself. Okay? Well, thank you for taking your time to tune in and rock with me on this this Tuesday. I hope you come back for more. And if you have any questions about any of the things I talked about, you have any questions about, what's your purpose? How do I tap into it? Anything like that, contact me, DM me. Shoot, book me for your Purpose Pushing Power Hour. You'll get a lot of clarity in those sessions. My clients have, you'll be surprised at the amount of clarity that they get from booking their Purpose Power Hour, right? Just DM me. You don't have to do this alone. But anyways, y'all keep pushing, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.